dialysis. And I also work with families where the folks are elderly and a lot of them weren't able to go back to their home. So I helped get them placed into facilities with hopes that they could get back home. And that was the time when my parents were at that stage. And so I felt like I was meant to be there to help them in that life's transition. So I was there for just under 6 years and ended up coming over to ABSS. And I'm here today because of Tyra, because she hired me. I had tried to get on with ABSS in the past before going to Cone Hospital and couldn't get hired. And the thing was because I was having to go back to school for a year, and I was told at that point that I'd have to go for the whole year. It wasn't like I could work part-time. So I guess maybe things changed to where Tyra was able to hire me, and I went back and got the 2 grad courses that I had to have to get my license. So with a couple of stories that I have with the school.
You were with us because you had a stellar career and experience now. That's what let you go through that hoop that other people didn't go through.
Okay.
People didn't get through that hoop. They didn't get off of that hoop all the time.
You were the exception.
You were one of the exceptions. There were a couple others. You were one of them.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Well, one of the first home visits I had when I was in Broadview, and remember I'd been away for 7 years. So the school resource officer and I went out to check on a child's attendance. Well, unbeknownst to us, that house is under surveillance by the vice squad. And it was cold outside, it made it rainy, so I knocked on the door. And the guy was talking through the door, said, "Can we come in?" So we went in and sat down. The SRO says, she sort of backed away to me, and I just did my thing. So I thought that was really interesting. I think that they might have reprimanded her when we got back to school. What are you doing there? And let's see. Then I think things sort of came around full circle last Friday. In that I was out on a home visit. I had gone to try to catch one of my homeless students and his mom. So I went to her mother's house, the grandmother's house, and found her alone. I knocked on the door, and she said, "Come in." It was real dark, and I had sunglasses on, so I couldn't see in the house. So she said, "Who is it?" I identified myself. She said, "Come in." Well, I went in, and I found her on the sofa. She would barely wake up when I called her name, but she would rouse up. So finally I said, "Okay, let me call my nurse partner here, Miss Lyles." So I got Susan on the phone, and you know how you may know a situation where you think, okay, this is where I really need to call 911, but I've never called 911 before, so I don't know if I should call 911. Well, my nurse said, call 911. So, ended up, for those of you that know anything about diabetes, she had a blood sugar of 33. So,
This was a Steve?
no, the grandmother.
Saved her life?
So, and then when I went out to the car to go get her some bread and milk, bread and juice, because the EMS guys only found peanut butter. Well, they only found peanut butter that would be helpful to me. I noticed that somebody had keyed my car. Yeah.
You made it this many years and somebody finally keyed your car.
Well, I figured I started with the cow stuff on the car and the flat tire, and so now I'm ending with the key scratched down the car.
You know, I was thinking
I scrubbed as much as I could.
You made it this far without being shot. How many days you worked
At DSS, I had 2 dogs go after me. The first, they came out under a trailer, and the first dog was a German Shepherd. I don't know what the second dog was. And I had a VW at the end of me. I won't tell you what model it was. But I couldn't keep the clutch post in. I can't believe it's shaking so much. These are true stories. Okay, so, but with all of these careers I've had, people talk about change and everything. Going to the hospital was so different. It took me a really long time. Learning the hospital, learning the medical stuff, and transitioning to the social work there, you know. So that was a really big change. So it felt so good to come back home to Alamance County. I was able to deal with a lot of the same people I dealt with at DSS, with the court system, with community agencies, with schools. So it was really good. And I know I'm starting to run out of time, right? But I want to say too that all of you in this room have been important to where I am today. And one of the things that I have loved about every job that I have had in social work are the people I've been able to work with, to come get to know and be together with them. There's just no better group. That's all I can say. I do have to say that my sister Kate has been behind me all the way. Come on, little Louis, you can do it. Many years ago, I had some real challenges. She was behind me. Okay. I can't thank everybody individually, but gotta thank Tyra. Gotta thank Danielle. Y'all were great, are great lead social workers. And you've been there with me. I always tried not to call too much, but you do gotta call. Oh no, what's happening now? You get all the big challenges. And Danielle is going to continue to lead all of you in the changes that we have coming up next year, the challenges. See, I'm still saying we because it's still we. I am by no means disconnected yet. I think about all of you next year, and somehow everything will work out. That's just the way we gotta look at it. Can I talk and not look at her?
Look into the camera.
See, it's the best you can do. Like she said, we really clicked. And that's one of the good things about the folks at Williams, and I'm sure your connections with your schools too. Annette and Julia, Susan too, we all click together as a team and work together. And that's what it takes in the school system and in any area of social work that we work in. So it's all of us in here together, in it together. That's the formal remarks as such. But again, I know I've said thank you a lot, but I really do mean it. Because all of you guys are so special to me. And folks have asked what I'm going to do. Relax. It really won't hit me until August. Yeah, because we get off during the summer anyway. So if that's not going to change, it's going to be August 20, whatever, y'all go back.
That's going to be a weird day. We'll get to the day that's
I'll call you at 6 o'clock in the morning.
My ex-friend here. Anybody that knows me, do not call.
She gets that one honest, she gets that one from her sister.
Do not call what? What did she say?
Do not call me early.
Listen, I asked Lucy not to call me the first day, And by 10 o'clock, not first day, February 1, she called me.
Well, I can manage 10, but my good
Well, you
friends,
don't know.
my good friends know not to call me before 9 o'clock.
Well, that was my very first day after retirement, and I was exhausted. We had that nice, wonderful party, and anyway, and I told people, y'all call me the first morning.
And
I still love it.
I put the personal business cards that I made up out there in case some of you didn't see them, if you want them. The cards pretty much describe me. If you know me by that card. And if you look real close, you'll see the rabbit in there too. Some of you might have to hunt for that. But this is something I have on my board at home that I always read whenever I'm getting ready to face a new change in life. And I looked over and I thought maybe y'all would enjoy it too, because everybody experiences new things and new challenges. So I'd just like to read this to you. It's called New Beginnings. Each chapter that is ending leads us to a new beginning. The past that we are leaving means a future we are winning. Each change that fills the present sets the stage for our tomorrow. And how we meet each challenge helps determine joy or sorrow. In every new beginning, Spirit plays a vital part. We must approach tomorrow with a strong and steady heart. So, as we turn the corner, let's all apprehension shed and fill our hearts with confidence as we proceed ahead. As I was reading that, I was thinking too, whoever gets my job next year, it may be somebody in this room. If you're not able to read my notes, she can. I don't know how she can, because sometimes it's get to the point that I can't read them. But she knows my shorthand. A lot of it is nursing shorthand or medical shorthand that I carried over from the hospital. So I just really, really do appreciate all the kind words you said tonight. And this has been really special. And I thank y'all so very much.
And as her sister, I would like to just say one thing to all of you. Thank you for taking care of her.